Hello and welcome to day 2 of our Moroccan adventure, where we'll explore one of North Africa's Roman wonders, visit one of Morocco's holiest sites, and take the mountain road to the ancient city of Fez. But first, we start with breakfast at our elegant riad in Meknes before making our way out of the cobbled souk. We pass through what's left of the huge palace of Moulay Ismail, the 18th century despot who made Meknes his capital. We're leaving Meknes today, but just behind me here you can see the former royal stables which held up to 12,000 horses back in the day. Behind those walls it's now ruined, and also the Royal Golf Club, which is where the present king presumably plays golf.
I'm sure he's very good at it, as he is good at everything.
Indeed, he is loved by all his people and he is very kind.
A wise and beneficent ruler.
Our destination today is the city of Fez. It's only an hour away, so we decide it's worth a detour to see one of North Africa's finest Roman sites. Okay, so welcome to Volubilis. This is one of the most significant Roman cities in North Africa and was founded by the native Berber people back in about 300 BC, and then the Carthaginians took it over. And of course, they were defeated in the Punic Wars by Rome, as we all know. So the Romans moved in. Most of what we see here dates to about the 2nd century AD, 1st, 2nd century, sort of the height of the Roman Empire. And a lot of the ruins are actually in use until 1000 AD. And it was only with the Lisbon earthquake, that pesky earthquake again with the epicenter in Lisbon in 1755, that much of it was destroyed and levelled. But then it was restored under the French in the 19th and 20th centuries. But there are still some incredible sites still to see. These sites include the Capitoline Temple on what was the Forum, where Lorna and baby-to-be can't resist striking a pose. But the former wealth of the city is really shown by the dozens of well-preserved mosaics still in place.
This is a mosaic depicting the 12 labours of Hercules, which I'm sure we all know off by heart. We've just been trying to match them up to the pictures, not doing very well. But we think we've got a couple. That was capturing a Cretan bull. Definitely got that one. And there was another one. Oh, cleaning the Augean stables next to it. All of the others somewhat open to interpretation, I'd say.
Most famous, though, is the Orpheus mosaic, which once filled the dining room of one of the city's finest houses. It depicts the legend of Orpheus playing his lyre so sweetly that it tamed the wild animals, including even the very fiercest. We have to move on as we have an appointment in a magnificent dining room of our own. We can only drive so far into Moulay Idriss Zerhoun before having to leave our car, and are led to the top of the hill on foot by our local guide. The town is named after the first Islamic ruler of Morocco, who fled Arabia in 786 AD after finding himself on the losing side of a rebellion. After first settling in Volubilis, he soon moved to this more defensible mountain stronghold. Finally, we make it to our destination, Scorpion House, and its spectacular view. The green-roofed complex below is the mosque housing the tomb of Moulay Idriss himself, and the town is considered so holy that it was closed to non-Muslims until 1912. But our minds were on the more earthly question of lunch. Isn't this worth the walk up all those steps, which was a bit difficult, let's face it, with Lorna in her present condition. But I think we can say it's worth it with that spectacular view behind us and this beautiful food which we have here. The food is a modern take on Moroccan tradition. We enjoy delicately spiced salads, excellent meat and fish, and soft homemade breads. What you see here is only a part of it. The walk and the meal all prove a little bit much, and we have a well-deserved rest afterwards. Sadly, we can't stay longer as we have to get to Fez. Not far as the crow flies, but the most direct route takes us and our Dacia Sandero along some of Morocco's less travelled roads. The views are fantastic, even if the other road users aren't quite what we're used to in the UK. By sunset, though, we've made it to the fabled city. How exotic. Again, we have to abandon our car and dive into the maze of alleyways, thankfully with the help of a porter from our hotel. And when we get there, it's quite the experience.
Why, good evening. You find me in my riad, just bellowing my fire. Here, in the heart of ancient Fez, the spiritual capital of Morocco.
It's been a long day and we'll sleep well tonight, especially in such opulent surroundings. Join us tomorrow as we discover the city's madrasas, avoid taking a dip in its tanneries, and soak up its souks. See you then.